During our last silent retreat, certain very pertinent questions arose. As I did my blessings each day on the participants, and I looked through them the way a seer looks through a seer stone, like an oracle, and I saw that these questions were waiting to be answered. During this webinar, we will attempt to do just that. The first question was, why is the refugee situation happening? How can future friction between nations, races, and tribes of different levels of development be avoided, especially when they end up in one country, like what is happening in Europe? The refugee situation is happening because during the end of December 2014 and January of 2015, while I was in a 6-week coma, I went down into what is the lower underworld and was able to find a lot of soul groups that had been captured there by black magic, and in some instances their place was taken by those who had no right to be on earth. So I found there Jews, I found huge numbers of Chinese, I found there other groups of people as well. Some were actually Germans. So why was it necessary for me to unlock the gates so that they could make their refugee exodus and come into the middle world, which is our reality? Why was I able to do that? Because we have solved enough of our own illusions. We have purified ourselves enough over these past years to justify opening the doors to the subconscious, something our behaviorists don't even know exists. It is a lower level in which things have been stuffed that we have not been aware of. The subconscious has a very strong influence on our daily life, but this has a strong influence on the subconscious. So it was time for us to open the gates and start to examine some of the emotions, the misperceptions, and so on that we had buried there. The subconscious equates to the underworld of the planet.